Hi, my name is Chris and this is Battle Nonsense. Battlefield 4 had a ton of icons floating around on your HUD which could even get you killed, as they would sometimes conceal enemy players. So a few years ago I created many design concepts for Battlefield 4 which you can still find on my channel. In one of these concept designs I used a compass ribbon to clean up some of the icons on your HUD and allow those of us who played the hardcore or classic game modes, which did not have 3D spotting, to call out enemy players just by saying there's a tank north of us. If you have seen the Battlefield 5 gameplay from EA Play, then you have surely noticed that the 3D spotting has been toned down a lot. And as a result you must visually identify enemies with your eyes again, which makes the game a lot more challenging to play. Games like Fortnite or PUBG also do not have 3D spotting. So when you see an enemy and want to tell your friends where he is, then you just look at the compass ribbon and tell your friends in which direction they have to look. If you have played one of these games, then you know how efficient this game mechanic is. So since you will rarely see a 3D triangle above the head of an enemy player in Battlefield 5, I think that we really need a compass in this game so that we can tell our team and squad members where we have seen an enemy player. So I fired up Photoshop again to update my Battlefield 4 compass ribbon design concept for Battlefield 5. Now, in the heat of the battle it's important that the compass is easy to read, which is why you cannot tack it onto the minimap because it gets too small then. The only place where I think that the compass ribbon makes sense is the top center, so we must move the game status widget to a different location. One of the few things that I did like about the HUD in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 was that the flag status, ticket counters and match timer were located above the minimap. I'm not entirely sure how the 2D spotting will work in Battlefield 5, but since there is next to no 3D spotting, you might end up using the minimap more than in Battlefield 3, 4 and 1. So I think that having the match status information next to the minimap makes a lot of sense, because when you check the minimap you also see the match status, and when you check the match status you will also see the map. So in my opinion this is a much better design since you get more information in one place. The compass ribbon then goes in the top center of the screen, which is the best place as you just have to look straight up from your crosshair to get the direction of the enemy player, which you then tell your team or squad mates. Another thing that would be nice to know is your field of view. So when someone says there's a sniper at 120 degrees, then you know that this enemy is probably outside your field of view, depending on how far away you are from your teammate. To ensure that this element properly represents your current field of view, it must change based on the magnification level of your sight and the FOV setting you choose inside the options menu. The compass ribbon could also contain the flag icons and their status to guide players towards the objectives. You could even add the distance to the flag above the icon, but then it might get a bit too messy here. Other elements that you could display here too are pings or markers set by your squad leader, but I have to play the game first to know if that makes sense or what else the compass ribbon could show. But what if DICE wants to keep the game status widget as it is right now? In this case they could also add the compass ribbon above the health indicator, but then the HUD looks really crowded as there are too many elements all over the place. Another approach would be to add a very small and simple compass below the crosshair, which could look something like this. But that might be a bit confusing at the center of your screen, which is why I believe that this design works best. So this is just a quick design concept that I created in Photoshop to show you what a compass ribbon could look like in Battlefield 5. I would really like to know what you think about this design, or if you have any more ideas for HUD changes that I should do a concept design for in the future. So please share your feedback and ideas in the comments down below. And that's all for today. If you like the work that I do on my channel, then it would be great if you could support me on Patreon, as YouTube's ad revenue is sadly not enough anymore to run a niche channel like mine. Without the awesome support that I get from my patrons, Battle Nonsense would simply not exist anymore. You can find a link to my Patreon in the description down below, where you will also find links to my social accounts in case that you want to stay up to date on the videos that I'm working on. So if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have a nice day and take care. My name is Chris and this was Battle Nonsense.